Hi friends, this is Sophie at Stuti's Cuisine. Hope you all are fine by the grace of God. We are all fine here too. Thank you for all the subscribers. Thank you for all the viewers. Thank you so much for supporting me. Today I'm come with a sweet dish. It's a traditional age-old recipe which is usually made for festivals and also any time where people would love to have it, they will just buy it from the shops. It's not that difficult to make. You can make it at home too. So it's nothing but Mysore pak. So it's usually made during Diwalis and festive seasons in India. So it's a very nice sweet dish. I want you all to try it and tell me your comments of how you have made it and whether it has come out well. Well, I made it and it had come out perfectly good. It's made out of gram flour or besan, and it should be of the right consistency. So hope you'll all try it and enjoy after having it. So let's come on to the kitchen and let's see how we make it. Thank you for viewing my channel again. The ingredients for Mysore pak: 100 grams of sugar, 75 grams of gram flour, 2 cardamoms and a pinch of nutmeg, which I've powdered it and it's here. And the main thing, we have the ghee. I've used the ghee and this is 200 grams. You can put some coloring agent, turmeric or food color of Mysore pak, that is yellow. And you need a 3/4 cup of water. Okay, so let's start. Before starting, I just want to tell you that I've sieved the gram flour once and I've put around 1 tablespoon of this ghee into it. I nicely mixed it all together and again sieved it, and this is the sieved version of the gram flour. So now let's go to how we make it. I'm switching on the fire. I've kept one the ghee and the other one for the sugar. I'm switching it on. Okay, I'm putting the sugar in this pan and some water, so that it's just enough water for it to just soak. It's you know, a half of this cup I put. No need of putting the whole cup. You just have to just melt, submerge. The sugar has to submerge and it's on high fire for it to boil, and we should bring it to a boil to 1 string consistency. So this is a saffron food color which I'm just putting just a tinge of it, so that you see, that's it. Or you can even put turmeric powder if you'd like to. So I just put a food color, just a tinge of it inside. Okay, so you have to just keep mixing it, okay, and stirring it. I'm just putting the flavoring now because to this particular recipe you have to be very fast with the other next steps what you have to do. So just see that this is 1 string consistency. Okay, see, it's 1 string consistency. You see, that's it. So it's a perfect time. Okay, and now I'm going to put the flour in it. So we have to put the flour slowly at a time, and then we have to mix it. Okay, I put it on slow fire, or you can just completely put off the fire because we don't want it to get burnt. Okay, and there shouldn't be any lumps. So I just put it off until I get everything mixed inside. Okay, don't put it all together because then you'll get lumps. So you mix it nicely and it gets mixed because we have put the right proportion of sugar and the gram flour or besan. Okay, some people put more sugar, but I think this is just sufficient and nice and sweet. And when you put a little oil before mixing it, which allows it to get mixed more easily without clumps, other than when you just straight away put it without mixing initially with a tablespoon or a teaspoon of oil and then sieving it. Okay, so you see it's without any clumps. So this is how it should be. Okay, and now we have to cook this very well. Put it on the fire, on slow fire. Okay, it has to be on slow fire, and continuously keep turning it, mixing it, stirring it. Okay, so that we don't want the raw smell of the gram flour. So by doing this, it gets cooked. And actually we are putting the hot oil in. Even if you don't cook it too much, the hot oil will get it cooked. So you see now it is already started bubbling, and you see the oil is already kept here and it's hot. We have to remember that the oil should be really hot. So that's the reason I kept the oil in another pan, so that we can do it simultaneously. And at the same time, we have to stir this continuously so that it doesn't stick down with sugar, right? And to put it on low fire and keep stirring it, stirring it, stirring it. Okay, put it on low fire. Okay, and while you're doing this with one hand, you see that your oil is nice and hot. Okay, you can also take oil instead of ghee, and you can also take only oil if you want, but making it out of ghee is really very authentic. Okay, and whenever you're doing this also, you have to keep in mind that you put it on a very thick bottom pan, so that the flour does not get burnt. Okay, or hot underneath. So take little by little the oil. Okay, so you see the oil, when you put, it should be really hot and it should bubble. And always you have to see that you have a long ladle too. So just put it. There you go. You see how it bubbles? So that is what we have to have. You have to see that it's hot oil, and you have to keep stirring it till it all gets absorbed. And be careful when you're stirring it, it doesn't fall onto your hand or your body. You see that it doesn't splash. As far as possible, you will take a very hot bottom pan for doing this. Otherwise it's okay. So the oil should be really very hot. Okay, and it should bubble. You have to really stir it. You're pouring it. Once it gets absorbed, pour another ladle so that it forms all bubbles inside, aerates. Another one. It's very hot. You see, there you go. And just keep stirring it, okay? And because of the heat, it gets cooked. You see how the bubble forms? So you see, there, you see how it forms, the bubbles? So that's how you have to just keep stirring it. Now I'm putting the whole oil in it slowly. Okay, you have to be very careful, okay, because it's really hot oil. Okay, keep it aside and keep mixing. You see there, so all the bubbles that came, yes, that is how what we want for Mysore pak. So we just wanted a little more to go into it, so it gets a little more firmer, okay? Wow, it is so good. So this is what we want, this consistency, okay? Just do it this way, just keep rolling it so that it's already cooked. I've already put one glass pan, oiled it, and I've kept it. I'm just going to put it in it. I'm going to put up the fire. I'm just going to put that in this pan, okay? And you have to be fast in this. So just keep it gets hardened very quickly. So before it gets too hardened, just slowly tap it on the top, okay? Okay, that's it. So you see this here, it's still cooking, you see, because it's real hot, the ghee, and it'll cook for some time. You see, it'll cook for some time, and then we'll just wait for 5 minutes, and then we'll just make some cuttings on the top so that it becomes easier when it hardens to just cut it right through and through. Okay, so I have just taken it out. It's still sizzling inside, so you see it's still hot, but if just trying to separate it. Yay! There, it got separated. To be very careful when you cut it. You know, it's so soft also. This turns out to be even very soft, okay? When you eat it, it's not very hard. So the proportion of the sugar and the oil and the gram flour is perfect. Okay. Wow, you just see? I'll just put it on the plate and show you how it is. You see the inside, like in between, it gets a little more darker shade, like brownish shade, and the top and the bottom is lighter. So this is how it should be. And you see all the air pockets inside. And here it is. You see? It's lovely, isn't it? Wow. Let me just taste and see, okay? I'll take a small bit. Here, you see? So nice. The sweetness is just right. Oh God, it's still warm, but you can have it. So good. So, please make it yourself, share it amongst your friends and relatives, and give me your comments, and I would most appreciate it. If you think you've enjoyed the session, and try it yourself, and if it has come out well, please subscribe and ring the bell button so that you get all the notifications at first. So if I can do it, then anyone in the world can do it, okay? I'm sure you can do it. So please try, go ahead and try. It's quite simple, not very difficult. It's no rocket science. It's very easy, okay? Just keep the measurements in mind and do it, and you will succeed. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Here's my Mysore Pak, all done, all set. Please come and have it. It's really too good to taste.